Okay, welcome back. In this video, we are going to go through the creation of a back-to-back stem and leaf plot. Now, to start with, though, let's just create a normal stem and leaf plot that goes just one way. We're not going to go back-to-back, it's just going to be one way. To do this, the first thing we need is a data set. Fortunately, we have a data set right here. Now, the first thing we're going to want to do with our data set to make the creation of our stem and leaf plot easier is to place it into ascending order. So let's go ahead and do that. Well, I can see the lowest number there is 13. So let's move the 13 here. Then we've got 17. After 17, it goes into the 20s. I've got a 24 here. So we can use that. Then it looks like a 29. We've got 35 here. Yeah, that looks like it's next. No more 30s. It goes up to the 40s, being 40. 44. 46. From 46, it jumps up into the 50s, being 51, 54, 58. From 58, it's going to get into the 60s now, so 62, and to save some space, we're just going to put that up here. 67. Yep. So 72 comes next. 73, 76, 81, 89, 92, and 98. Now, just because I like things to be a little bit neater, oh, maybe not. So, now that we have our data set, let's push this off to the side. This is in ascending order. So, from here, we can actually start to create our stem and leaf plot. And we're just going to start by drawing a T-chart like this one. And this is going to form the basis of our stem and leaf plot. So just to make this a little bit clear, we're going to go stem, because this is the stem, and that's going to be the leaf. And from here, we're going to actually start to group our data based on what number is going into the stem. Now, it's important here to remember that the stem is everything that is not on the leaf, and the leaf is single digits only. Okay, so it's very important that you only put the single digits, and it's going to be the lowest value digit in those numbers in our data set. In this case, it's going to be everything in the ones column is going in the leaf, and everything that's in the tens column is going to go in the stem. Okay? Now, when we start to group these based on the number values in the stems, we see that these two are going to go together. These two will go together. This one's on its own. We've got that. And you can start to see that these numbers very easily start to group in together. Now, in the stem column, that's where we're going to start to put 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and in this case 9. We're just going to stop at 9. Now, when we come to the leaf, we're going to look at our first data value, 13. Well, it's got a 1 in the tens column and a 3 in the ones. Our next one's 17. It has a 1 in the tens column and a 7 in the ones column. So that's going to go right there. So for the leaf, it's 3 and 7. Likewise, 24, we have a 2 and a 4. 29, 2 and a 9. And we're just going to continue on like that, and hopefully we're going to start to see a bit of a pattern with the shape here. 2 and 7, 2, 3 and 6, 1 and 9, and finally 2 and 8. Now, some important things to note here. You will see that all of the first digits are all lined up. All the second digits are all lined up. That's really important that all of the values line up, because we can start to use this data to describe the shape of our data, but that's later on. So that is creating a standard stem and leaf plot, with one minor exception. We need to put in our key, and that just tells us how the reader has to read it. And it's going to be simply 1, 3, and what that is actually doing is demonstrating this pair here, and it tells the reader that that is equal to 13. That's our key for both sides of our stem and leaf plot when we start to make it. So let's go ahead and do that and do the other side. We're going to move this data set out of the way. Wait. And we're going to bring in another data set that we've got right here. And we're literally going to do exactly the same thing we just did. So the first thing we do is we number it out in ascending order. So we've got a 19, 21. Hopefully, if you see one that I miss, you'll be able to do it as well. 39. Next one will be in the 40s. Any more in the 40s? Does not look like it. 51. 56. Oh, wait, look at that. I've already missed one. We're going to drag these down. We've got 37. There we go. $58. All right, from here we're getting into the 60s. 67. Now we're into the 70s, so we'll go 76. Let's put that there. 79. Oh, wait, no. We're going to bring that down a bit. 78's going to go there. 80. 83. 86. 88. 89. 91. 97. So there is our data set, and we can match these up with the ones that we've already done over here. So as you can see, we already have all of our stems in, so we just need to fill in the leaves. So let's go ahead and do that. 9. Now, an important part to note here is that the lowest value goes closest to the stem. So for our next one, it's not so much a problem, but when we get into the 30s, it's going to go 7, 9, and it's going to count out from the stem like that. So we also have a 2, 51, 56, 58, 63, 67, 76, 78, 79, 80, 83, oh wait, no, 83, 86, 88, oh, 80s were popular, 91, and 97. There we have a back-to-back stem and leaf plot completely done so that we can compare two sets of data. If you have any questions, write them down, bring them in. We can actually cover any misconceptions or any troubles that we're having at the moment in class. If you do need to go back over it to listen again, watch it again, use the instructions that we followed to create a back-to-back stem and leaf plot using your own data, please, by all means, pause where you need to. Okay, catch you guys in the next video.